Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb. At some point, the world has to understand that nothing happens upon this planet without us in it anymore. Anymore. We are the variable. We are the variable. It's time for the movers and the shakers and the rich and the elite and the ruling and the powerful to understand this. There's no other way out. They were talking about a global reset, a new world order. I would like to ask the globalists, how's that working out? How's that working out? What part of your plan has succeeded since 2019, 2020, 2021? Why do you guys keep acting as though it's something that you can move forward around us when your mind isn't even yours? The very thing which you believe in is under duress, direct threat, and challenge. Yet you move forward. So I ask again, how's that idea about New World Order working out for you? The great global reset. How's it working out? Who will your proxies bomb next? You're starting to look like the children, angry children, lashing out as if in a house after being spoken to sternly by their parents. Some children throw things on the floor. Some children slam doors. Some of them raise their voices and slam doors. My youngest daughter, from the age of a toddler, if we had pissed her off, if there was any glass or a cup or anything she could throw and break, it was done. It was done. From the age of 3, it was done. We learned, she taught us to move things out of her way before we chastise her, because she's gonna respond. and because she doesn't know she can't talk, she's gonna talk with your mug of coffee on the floor, cracked into 1,000 pieces. How about that? I faced it several times. I learned to just look at her, mop up the mess, pick her little ass up and put her inside of her crib and push her in the hallway or something. I'm serious. I push her in the hallway, the whole baby bed in the hallway, away from me. I love you, child, but damn, how many more mugs are you gonna break? Before you make me scream at you or something, or spank your hands on something, and then we're on a whole new level every day after that. But anyway, I'm getting tired of asking this. Where's all this going? I mean, the proxy Israel. I mean, dude. Now you done violated the airspace and sovereignty of another country. That's country number 6, huh? Qatar. I mean, it is so clear what you're trying to do. They really do need the Antichrist to come. They do. They know that the world looks at them and the upper echelon of the power structure here as nothing but bad people without any morals. None. No integrity. No character. They're only there because they have money and they're willing to do anything for it. That's why it's hard for me to, once I get past children, it's hard for me to understand in America how we penalize certain things when it's obvious what's really going on here. And here's a case in point. The Cosby trial. You want me to believe that grown-ass women went to this man's apartment with anything other than getting what they could get out of Bill Cosby, even if they had to sleep with him. These are the types of characters that you say are victims. No, they're not victims. This is their lifestyle. Why are we making the stripper pole lady, I mean, equivalent in value of our grandmother? But that's a different argument. That's a different argument. But that's what you're doing. So nothing comes or nothing happens upon this planet without us in it. You need to understand this from henceforth. From henceforth, we are done following your beat. There is going to be war. There is going to be war because you don't have it in you to simply back down. Even in the face of what clearly dwarfs your power. You just doesn't have it in you. So you like I, or I like you, are following Scripture. And Scripture says you die. You die. Let that sink in. You die. And you can build as many underground bunkers and secret cities and have slogans and sworn oaths. It's not going to save you. There will be nowhere to hide. And this is from the richest of the rich to the most powerful of the powerful. If you've made decisions and you have benefited off of wickedness, you shall pay. You shall pay. Redeem yourselves, and there will be no new world order. And pretty much it's all of you. It's all of you. This entire country, if indeed not the world, is being run by a global, evil, wicked, sinister, devil-worshipping, pentagram-wearing, do without will type of people. And you've been caught red-handed, image after image after image after image after rich and powerful, doing all kinds of creepy, weirded out stuff. We don't want to be ruled by you no more. Now, I know what you're saying, and I know what your understanding is. It is your father's world, and you do the work of your father. It is the respectful thing. It is the respectful thing. I, too, do the work of my father. This is why I know that war is inevitable. However, your father shall never meet my father. He will meet me, not my father. He will meet me. Okay? With that being said, you need a new plan. Did you have a plan B? Did you have a plan B? Do we have to show you something? I mean, I can't imagine that by God's standards, the most smallest of the smallest of men, and the most valueless of the most valueless of men, and the most, I don't want to asperse you this morning. This is what runs your country, and your women give them value. You give them value. Your mother gives her son value. Wickedness. She knows her son is wicked. She's seen it early. your wives give you value. You don't think that her understanding is that you're wicked. She just doesn't give a damn. As long as you can support and secure, she's cool. She's willing to do what she got to do. She's that kind of person. But however, this is where it all ends. All your plans, New World Order, Great Reset. I'm going to rule the world. Ain't nobody going to rule. I'm going to tell you how this is going to go so you can just get certain things out, out of your heart. You're not going to rule the world. Israel or the synagogue of Satan is not going to rule the world. No one's going to rule the world. But what you finna face is 1,000-year reign of the Messiah. 1,000-year reign. That's what you're about to face. So, what once was the devil's world clearly is under new management. His world is under invasion, so to speak. Excuse me. It is under challenge. And again, you don't have a problem with us directly. We respect what you have built. I mean, it is mighty, I must say, and long and deep and old. You can follow script. You can follow script generationally, but that's easy. It's real simple. You just corrupt your children and you lie to them and you teach them in the way. We're not impressed by that, but the longevity and the deepness and the secrecy that you have been able to maintain. I just had an epiphany too. I said that something made you jump the gun. Two things have made you jump the gun. The internet and AI, and when we invaded. This is not your plan. This is not your plan. You are acting out 15 years at least ahead of time because you have to. And because you have to, you were not prepared. And because of this lack of preparation, all of your secrets are out. With the evidence, to the degree that you now feel, let's be straight, that you must pummel man into following you. You don't give a damn if he's falling for the trick or not anymore. You are willing to kill as many human beings by value as you think you have to. By value. You know what I mean. Stop playing. You know exactly what I mean. First you will do something that to the other people who you think the world cares nothing about in broad daylight, like the Palestinians. You see? Next you will move on to those who cannot stop you. Trust me, this is what you're going to do. If you have to be, and you do have to, because now you can no longer make them live your lie. You can't make them live your lie anymore. So all you have left now is to beat them into subjugation. Make them follow your God. Make them, I want you to think about what you're asking. You want them by force to go to hell with you. If they don't volunteer to engage in the nefariousness and the vulgarity and the profanity and the violence, then you and in open support of you, then they are a problem. You're going to try and kill them too. I promise you, this is what you're going to do. This is your pattern. This is your character. This is what you know. Understand this. Understand this. And you've been doing this centuries. every, in fact, every year from starting with this country's birth through the revolution up until now, you have controlled this country, and we both know it. Now, the layman of the American people may not know it, but we know it because we've been watching. We have been watching like a fly on the wall. Like a fly on the wall, like a spider in the corner that you never see. So where are we going? And you might as well just stop killing everybody else. They are not your problem. Your problem is us. I mean, strike one of us. Strike one of us. I mean, I'm the biggest fucking... I'm sorry, children. I am the biggest target ever. I'm never hidden. I give you addresses. I mean, I'm looking at street signs. I'm looking at stoplights. I'm looking at facades of stores with names and locations. What the hell, man? Listen, we're not going to bend no matter how many that you kill. Understand that. You kill their flesh. You kill their flesh. And that is as far as your killing goes. You kill their flesh. At any rate, your problem isn't with them. It's not. And you know, this is more than an open challenge because we're ready to actually just get this done. Let's just get this done. It's good against evil. You are evil. You are evil by definition. Evil, selfish, arrogant, murderous, and quite frankly, sexually messed up. Sexually messed up from generation after generation of you funneling everything around you, including your own children. But we're not going to go there, but I sure want to. And I need 13 more minutes. We're going to make this a sharp one because this is for the big boys. Where are we going? The American proxy have just struck Qatar because they believe that's where the leadership of Hamas is. So you violate another country's sovereignty. Violate its airspace. And you drop bombs on their property. On their guest. On their guest. People, ladies and gentlemen, these are the antics of a loser. Someone who knows that there's no other way out but violence and war. They know that they have lost a narrative. They've lost psychologically. They've lost politically. They've lost sociologically. And they won't deal with the issue. With all the bullets and bombs and power and support that they have from the majority of the Western countries, at least, they still insist on fighting man. And they hear me now. There's not going to be a greater Israel. It's not going to be a greater anything. Nothing's going to come off or through this planet without coming through us. Our frequencies, our vibrations, our influence, our power. Can we just stop playing the game? This is getting redundant and honestly quite childlike. You are big boys in fancy suits and run through tunnels after shooting bombs at you. That's got to be wild. If that ain't more proof of your power, imagine running through a darkened tunnels as the bombs go off at your heels. Man, that's Superman status. That's superhero status, man. And yet, with all the power at your fingertips and your tongue, You insist on killing man. You do understand that man is not a proxy for us. Okay? We exist separately from man. Hurting man, we love him to death. But anyway, it's not helping you. It's just digging your own hole. It's digging your own hole. It's giving us more and more justification for us doing what we already knew we have to do with hesitation. Now, there's not so much hesitation. You not only say openly that you can't be stopped and the world can't stop you. No, the world is afraid to. They still believe in Western culture's systems and structures and institutions like the United Nations, ICJ, the governments of these respective Western countries. That is what you have. Is their belief in what you call civilization, and they don't have the willingness to kill you as you have killed them. Quite frankly, I would unleash hell upon thee. Every country that you have bombed should launch missiles at the very same time, forcing you to use nukes, because there's nothing else you can do. You can't defeat anyone. Who have you defeated? See, it's not about the defeat or victory with you. It is about destabilization. It is about being a problem. It's about you being a flashpoint, a ignition to start wars throughout the Middle East. And this is what you're doing. But at this point, it's not out of bravado. It's not out of machismo, sir. It's not even out of real geopolitical need, because those needs have been pacified. They will never be. And I'm sure you know this. I'm sure you know this. You're hated everywhere you go. I ain't seen this much hate since black folks was first released from slavery. Welcome to our world. Damn. At least we had the sense enough to stand still a moment. But you, sir, you move, hit, bomb, stars. Man, can we just stop? You know what the real problem is. And so does your father, the devil. Man, this is a losing issue. But it's not because you can defeat man. It's because they still remain civilized. Sir, I can assure you that on the proper day and the proper time, we won't be showing you the same civility. Not at all. Not at all. So, to the rest of you rich people, continue to dig your holes. Okay? Continue to dig underground cities, replete with jails and stores and shops. Oh, they have taken your money to the tune of 11 trillion or so, and they have built entire underground cities. Because when the shit starts and they have gotten tens of millions of you killed, they think that they're going to come back up out of their holes and still be elite and in power. We are going to do you a favor. We're going to do what God told us to do with them. We shall trap them in their holes, and then we shall cover their holes with water for weeks and more weeks. And their bunkers and sealed cities shall become their watery tomb. Enjoy the rest of your morning. I'm Source. I am 7. I am 1.